It's gonna start getting controversial. Okay. So this is all fully my opinion. Like, you know. Hello and welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel where we do miscellaneous things. I'm Zeleny. I typically cover pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things on this channel, so subscribe if that's your vibe. So today is a miscellaneous things kind of day, as in I get to talk about Lady Gaga, my favorite person in the world. I'm filming this in the middle of the week, so that's why I'm a little toned down from my usual self, but I had to wait so long to make this video because the items that I'm going to unbox took forever to get here. So in this video, I want to talk about the Dawn of Chromatica remix album, but also unbox all of the merch because I bought all of the merch for Dawn of Chromatica. I know for sure the vinyl doesn't ship until spring of next year, so we won't have the vinyl in this video. I think the CD should be in here. I'm a little confused because the package is kind of smaller than I expected. This is the package. I mean, it looks disgusting. I thought it'd be bigger because I did get the entire collection. I spent a good bit of money on this. So what ended up happening to me with the first Chromatica album, I would just buy the merch like one thing at a time. It was a lot more than this, but I kept buying all the merch like a little by little and ended up getting pretty much all of the merch. Not some of the more ridiculous things, but I did make a video showing off all of my other Chromatica merch and other Lady Gaga merch, and I tried a Chromatica Oreo in that video. I will link that one down below if you're interested. But today I want to focus on the remix album, which took me by surprise. It was so good, and it was probably my most played album of this year. Also, I did hang up my Chromatica poster finally. It is there, you can see it. It was a consolation prize because I bought a signed print from the merch store, and Gaga ended up doing House of Gucci and not being able to do the signing. So they sent me this poster as a free consolation prize, and they did refund me on that one. I'm just so excited because I love this poster so much. I'd rather have this than whatever signed thing she was gonna give, because I already have a signed Chromatica thing. I'm gonna start opening here this disgusting ass package. It told me it was gonna arrive here last Wednesday, which is about a week ago. Oh, ew. And then it told me it was arriving Saturday. And then on Saturday, it just said pending. It was like, we give up, we're not telling you. It arrived Monday, if you're curious, after that Saturday. Package within a package, a game within a game. Like all of the Chromatica graphics and aesthetic, I was obsessed with the remix graphics as well. And that's why I bought all of this stuff, because I was like, I just know I'm going to buy it eventually, to be honest. But you know, this is what I work hard for. This is the first thing, and it is a t-shirt of the album cover, the remix album cover. The bag is the bag. Oh my god, that's so cool. This t-shirt's actually really soft. I don't know if you can tell the material. It's a lot softer than her usual stuff. Like, it is softer. This is softer than this. This one's like in the middle. Some of them are really rough, and some are more in the middle like this, but this one's like soft. Like, it is good quality. I ordered this stuff in August, by the way. They did say that it would ship in November, and it didn't. It shipped in December. Okay, so I sort of want to do a ranking of the tracks on the album, the way I did for the original Chromatica. It was before I was making videos. I actually wrote a review and a ranking, but it is different from the remix album. Ooh, okay, I found the CD. It was buried in the clothing. This is literally so exciting. I should get more of this CD because I have multiple Chromaticas. One time someone tried to rob my car at my old apartments. They did not take anything because I had nothing of value. And I was slightly offended they didn't take my Chromatica CD, but of course I don't want anyone taking my Chromatica CD. But I noticed. I noticed. I just want to keep this sticker. Why? Okay. See the sticker. I'm crazy. I know. Wow, the CD is the coolest. This is the CD and the booklet. See, the booklet, I think, is upside down. So, oh my god, I think this is not the cover. You're right. This is backwards and upside down. Okay, I saw some little monsters on Twitter that got their CD with the cover wrong, which I did too. This is wrong. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm seeing it now. Wow, this is cool. I feel special having one of the error CDs. Let me try to fix it. Sorry, my nails are like struggling. These nails are so difficult, you know. I love them. And I never want to get rid of them. But like, they do make life difficult. Okay, well here is the actual cover. You see Gaga there. Like that. And this is the CD. And this matches the t-shirt that I just showed y'all. It's the front and the back. You see? The track list isn't on here. Okay, got a good grip. There. It folds out, I think, into a little print. Whoa. That's cool. It does fold out into a print. I'm gonna start this video with like my least favorite tracks and go up from there. And I'm not being shady. Like, I like all of these tracks and I have had them like on my everyday playlist since it came out. But my least favorite is gonna have to be Babylon House Labs version, which is like a big twist because that was the one song the fandom was obsessed with getting for the remix album. I like the other Babylon remix better with Brie Runway. The House Labs one didn't have, like, the vocals seem really like basic, like they're not matching the instrumental very much. Like, not super into it. I know also like they couldn't get the rights for some sample they had put in it originally. So it seems like things went a little haywire with this one. Next, I would say Enigma is my next least favorite. I just find myself skipping it here and there. There's no new vocals on it. It's a more atmospheric remix to me, not like a new song I want to listen to. Because a lot of these remixes feel like songs with a whole new life. With that, let's move on to another piece of merch. I'm trying to think what's... Oh, I'm excited. Girl. Oh my god, it's a long sleeve. So, by the way, y'all, I forgot completely what's in here. What's supposed to be in this merch. I don't remember the designs. I don't remember shirts or sleeves or hoodie. Wow, this is long sleeve. I'm so freaking excited. I'm about to wear this whenever the next cold front hits because Texas is already warm again. And then the back has the track list. So I like how these designs so far have had really great back and front designs. It's not minimal on either side. This is so cool. Honestly, I should use this for my track list reference. Let's do that. I only have one long sleeve Chromatica thing, and I'm not obsessed with the design. It's a sour candy white long sleeve, and I just don't like white t-shirts, especially long sleeve, that much. I just think white is too blinding. I don't know. So I think my next tier of these are a lot of these more atmospheric ones, kind of like how Enigma is. These few songs are still better than Enigma for me, but also nothing too crazy, nothing too new, and something I would rather play in the background than actively listen to this song. I hope any of this makes sense. I don't know, to be honest. Next on the list is 1,000 Doves. Even though 1,000 Doves is pretty high on my list in the original, I just really love that song, and it's one of those underrated ones on the album. But the remix for me wasn't too stand out. I don't usually skip it though, because it is really pleasant to just have on. Above that, I would say Stupid Love, I think, is next. It's kind of more low-key, but I feel like I wasn't a huge fan of the original, so I like this new version, and I think they changed it enough to be interesting. It's just a little more on the low-key and mellow side for me, even though I know all of these are like club type songs. More for atmospheric listening. I don't know, girl. It's gonna get hard to rank them. I feel like I have to go top down instead. I don't know. Let's open another thing to distract ourselves. Okay. Oh, I love this whole collection immediately, and that's why I bought it all. Because, look at this. I just saw the back. Oh my god. This, come on, this is everything. And in the back, oh my god. Amazing. I love it so much. I want to wear it. I want to wear it now. It also has the track list. It's like sideways, kind of a little, perhaps matrixy. It's blurry for me because I can't see within my glasses. It's gonna start getting controversial. Okay. So this is all fully my opinion. Like, you know, I don't know how to choose. So let me just say, all of these songs I'm like obsessed with, so it feels really stupid to rank them. Next, I'm gonna say, this is controversial, Sour Candy is next up. So I'm entering sort of the middle tier of the album. Sour Candy, it's a little like whispery for me. I think it's a vibe, the Sour Candy remix with Shy Girl and Muramasa. I like the Sour Candy remix. It's just a competitive top 5 over here. So I wanted more of like an intense club anthem, and it's more of like a sexy and chill song, which I like still. Like I'm saying, everything I'm saying from now on, and the whole freaking album, I love it. So next I'm gonna say Fun Tonight. I really like how they changed Fun Tonight because it is my least favorite on the original album. So it did make it move up a lot for me. It's with Pablo Vittar and it's more Brazilian style. The only thing about it is that it like doesn't totally fit in as well with the rest of the album. It is more like Latin music, as well as like the upbeatness of it really doesn't match the lyrics. So this is just a weird song in general, but I still like how they switched it up and it moved up in my ranking quite a lot. Next, I'm gonna have to say the Other Babylon remix with Brie Runway. I think this was really great and I really love this remix. I loved her verses. Again, it's on the low-key side, so that's probably why it falls under the top for me, but I still really love it and I much prefer it over the House Slabs version. I'm gonna keep getting controversial, I guess, and I'm gonna say Rain on Me is next, which I thought was gonna be a lot higher, but as I was looking at the track list, I feel like a lot of them just went above it just because I love them so much. I actually really like the Rain on Me remix. I think that one's a bit just controversial in general because Arca, who did the remix, made it so weird, but like in a really good way. Like there are some parts that sound so ethereal and magical on the Rain on Me remix that I still really, really love it. So on certain days, it might be higher, it might be lower on the list, but I think this is a good spot for it. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put in Plastic Doll. I really love the new Plastic Doll with Ashnikko. I liked Ashnikko's take on it. I think she fit in well with it and really put a new spin on it. I think Plastic Doll is kind of like an underrated song, or just a song that isn't loved by the fandom, but I actually really like it. It is a little generic, but I like the concept of the doll imagery and all of that. And Ashnikko, I liked her verse. So I did enjoy the Plastic Doll remix. I think for a lot of people that remix was lower on the list. Now we're counting down the top 5 unless I missed something, which I totally might have. Let's open the last piece of merch before we get into the top 5. The final piece of merch is a hoodie, which I'm so excited because I don't have any of the Chromatica sweatshirts. They're really expensive. So the original Chromatica sweatshirts, I didn't like any of them. I like them okay, but they're really overpriced for sweatshirt and hoodies, so I didn't want to buy something I wasn't crazy about the design, even if it was Chromatica. But when the Dawn of Chromatica came out, I really liked the hoodie design. So this is her. Hell yeah. For the original Chromatica, there was like no pink hoodies or sweatshirts. There might have been a gray or something, but it was all like green and tan. I just wasn't too into it, and it was too expensive, to be honest. So This one for me was worth the price because I was obsessed with the design. This is the back. Again, it has that really cool track list. Now I can use this instead to give you my top 5. And I feel like the remix album took the Chromatica aesthetic and turned it up even more, which of course I'm gonna be obsessed with. Oh, I'm so excited to wear this for the winter. It's perfect timing, sort of. It's still hot, but it's gonna get cold, I'm sure. Number 5, I'm gonna put Alice. Alice is kind of a weird one for me because it is a remix that doesn't have like a new verse or anything. But it's just a remix I really, really like. Like, it started off the album amazing, and it got me, like, so excited right away when I heard the album. At number 4, I have Sign From Above, which kind of dropped. Sign From Above was my favorite song on Chromatica. And I think because of that, the remix, I don't think the remix was ever going to top the original for me, but I really love the Sign From Above remix. It's so wacky, it's so intense, the craziness of the end is amazing. I really like the like weird clown sounds, and it went really hyper pop, so I still really love it. Still high on my list. What's his name? Texas? Cowboy Texas or something? Sorry, I don't know all of these artists. I mean, I do know all these artists, but Chester Lockhart and Mood Killer and Little Texas remix. So I like the Sign From Above. It was wacky. I love the part where it's like I heard one and then they play an actual sine wave. That was genius. And then they like make the silence lyric silent. Actually, it makes sense if you listen. It's so good. Like, I love that just like playfulness of the new Sign From Above. We're in our top 3. I'm excited. Okay, so number 3, I have Replay with Dorian Electra. I think Replay is a favorite track for a lot of the fandom in the original and in the remix. I think this remix is amazing. It feels like it's a little more rock, a little more emo, and Dorian Electra has talked about how they wanted like this really intense feeling that the lyrics are talking about to come across in the instrumental. So I think they did an amazing job with this song, and it is definitely a standout. I mean, it is already a great base. And then at number 2, I have the Free Woman remix with Rina Sawayama. I think this remix was amazing, and this is the biggest glow up of the whole album, because I did not like Free Woman in the original. I think it might have been my last place or second to last with Fun Tonight. Fun Tonight and Free Woman are definitely my low points of the general Chromatica album, but the remix came through and Rina did that. Also, it made me really recognize how Rina's voice is like so similar to Gaga's, and made me appreciate Rina a lot more. I was already a fan of hers, but like this is making me think like I need to pay even closer attention to her because she could be the next Gaga and she has the voice. I just love how their voices mixed together. They pumped up the song. It's a lot more interesting, and it makes the original sound like a demo. I think Free Woman was my favorite, and it was my most played song from the album according to my Spotify Wrapped, even though I don't agree. It's not my number 1. And speaking of number 1, at number 1, if you haven't been checking off the list, is the 911 remix with Charlie XCX, of course. Like, girl, this song for me, it wasn't my favorite song of the year. I wanted to make a whole video about all my favorite pop songs of this year, but I just feel like no one would care, to be honest, which makes sense. I mean, no one would care about Gaga except for fellow Little Monsters, which I love y'all. I hope some of y'all find this video, but the 911 remix was my favorite song of the year, and it just felt so fresh. And 911 was my second place on my original ranking, so it's been that girl, it stayed that girl, and 911 I'm obsessed with how they changed, and Charlie XCX changed this song for the better. Charlie's vocals in it, like her new verses, just get me. The production, it's like It's like all arpeggiated. Everything. It's like I only know a tiny bit about music production, but I love me an arpeggiator, or however you say it, and I'm obsessed with it in this song. Charlie's verse towards the end is just so beautiful and ethereal. At the beginning, it's perfection for me. It's like exactly what my taste is. It has every element of a pop song I would want. I still listen to it, and like sometimes when it comes on in my shuffle, I stop what I'm doing and just listen to it, and there's that like final, like when it's just like EDM-y at the end. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not a good music critic, but this song just gets me. Still does 6 months later, and it is pop perfection. That is the ranking. That is the merch. Maybe I'll show y'all the vinyl at some point when it comes out. I also have a vinyl unboxing of the Chromatica album. I forgot I did that video too. I love talking about Lady Gaga. So that's all I have for this video. I am so excited to wear all of this stuff. I'm sure I will wear it in upcoming videos often because I'm excited. Let me know what you think of the Dawn of Chromatica remix album in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. What's your ranking? I won't judge if it's totally different from mine, and that is the point, and it's fine. Like, I like the whole album, and I've streamed the crap out of it. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed. I put out new videos twice a week about pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things. And you can follow me at Miscellaneous on Instagram or Twitter to find out about new videos, or just turn on the bell notification here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!